sparkle.
All right, is that what you're wearing? Okay, let's go. Yeah, let's do it. Hey, everyone. Welcome to episode 30 of Preparing to Podcast, coming to you hot from Studio Chuck. Joining me, as always, is the syrup-based life form, Chuck Byrne.
That was. I think people need to understand how smooth that was. is that as you entered Studio Chuck, you started with, "Hey, I like your shirt."
Yeah.
Right. Totally disarms me, brings me up a little bit, makes me feel good about me and myself a little bit.
I also complimented your tits.
Exactly, but then you open it up. Is that what you're going to wear? Just the speed of that.
Yeah.
Just the quick in and out of the knife point to my neck.
Yes, stab, stab, stab.
It was one of those moments in the Jason Bourne movie where it's like, did he just kill that guy? I think he might have just killed that guy.
That is the way I prefer to insult people, so that they're like, "Oh, wait a minute."
Exactly.
It's like, he's so not. Oh, no.
Oh, that was very refreshing. It was. That was delightfully refreshing. What a
That has
wonderful
been
way
done
to
to me
start.
before on live television. Just community access, but still.
I've done some.
They were doing the 3, 2, and they did the 1, and then Richard Ryder turned to me and went, "Is that what you're wearing?" And then the camera started. And yeah, it's not great.
Oh, that's good. I've done a few. Every once in a while, you get a few lines out. Just right place, right time.
Yes.
Right. And it's amazing as a comedian. When you ask me my children's birth date, I'm pretty good with it because I have to enter it in a lot to the school board computer. That's the password.
And
right?
it's your PIN for your
it's my
bank machine. Yeah,
not for any of my
Chuck's
stuff.
PIN
It's their PIN for their stuff. No. For me, it's
for
strict.
Revenue Canada is his children's birth dates.
No, all my passwords are based upon trauma and year it happened.
Oh.
So type of trauma.
Conception dates.
Oh, yeah, exactly. It's like creepy guy at bus stop, 76, that kind of thing.
Fair enough. Pre-block parent years.
Yes.
It was wild out there. It was wild.
It is currently pretty wild out there between the the world's on fire, both
The world's on fire.
figuratively and literally.
Yep. Yeah. Metaphorical fires.
Now, given it's July and July is fire season, so
Yeah.
you would expect things to be on fire in fire season.
And this year is not as bad as, I think 2023 was a particularly bad year. But this isn't too bad. I mean, there's other than, Thunder Bay burning down, this has not been too bad on the grand scale of forest fires.
Yeah, well, it's also
rake your forest. Come on.
Well, the Trump
Get it together.
the Trump rake your forest policy of I had a yard that was it was a big yard.
Okay.
Right? It was a sizable yard.
All right.
It was on a 50 by 150 lot. So
math, I will accept the premise.
Let's say a 5,000 square foot yard.
Sure. Sounds big.
And raking that was the worst part of my life.
Did you have trees?
Every year. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we had trees.
Yeah.
That was the thing, right? There was a willow tree there, which isn't just leaves, it's also
passive aggressiveness.
Flexible sticks, which shouldn't even be a thing.
No.
Flexible sticks shouldn't be a thing. Either you're a stick or you're a vine. Pick a lane.
Yeah, calm down.
And those 2 weeks of leaves falling was the absolute worst thing about being a homeowner.
Just leave them. That's what nature wants.
No, but
Just
I like having the grass.
You're-
Right? Like now, if I lived out in the
You're a
countryside,
dandy.
I wouldn't even own a rake, right? You just get a blower and blow things away from your house, and that's that, right? And also, if you live out in the country, you still get to you get to burn stuff,
Yeah.
and that's fun.
Yeah, and then you
Right.
start forest fires, and then Trump tells you to rake your forest.
But you don't burn stuff in July. You burn stuff in October when the leaves are falling and it's raining every goddamn day of the week.
Fair enough.
Yeah. But Trump, as a result of, I don't know if it's a result of the forest fires that he's putting on tariffs.
He needs a distraction.
But he's putting new tariffs on. Well, I think that's what it is. This is his negotiation strategy. And his negotiation strategy, I guess, is to make the person on the other side of the table just not want to make a deal with you at all. Right? Because at this point, and I like to think of myself as an affable human being.
Sure.
I really want to turn off their electricity, charge a 50% export tax on oil, and just shock their economy.
Yeah.
I want everyone in America to be like, we get that from Canada? That's all I want. I want them to do that and just be like, oh, I didn't know we got all that from Canada.
My favorite thing about this is just he seems so baffled when other countries just don't go along with them. He's like, well, why are you so mad? Like, you stopped buying our booze. Now our booze sales are down. Just because we said we wanted to take you over and now you won't buy our booze? That seems unfair.
It's,
Eat a bag of dicks, America.
Exactly. It's good advice.
Nom, nom, nom.
It's good advice. It's, and what I also find mystifying is that it seems to anyone who's trying to look at Donald Trump with any kind of reasonableness. Like, if you're not trying to pick sides, if you're honestly trying to get information out of him as a curious person, it's pretty obvious he's making it up while he's saying the sentence.
Yes, I don't think he knows where he is.
Well, too many of his sentences start on one side of the argument and end on the other side of the argument.
I mean, the biggest argument that he doesn't know what he's talking about is just get a transcript of anything, of any of his speeches.
Well, I noticed...
and if you read them, like, they don't make any sense out loud, but somehow people are like, But if you read the words, if you get a transcript, I'm like, well, no, this is word salad, gibberish.
But also what it is a lot of the times in the teleprompter, he can see a word coming up that he's...
It's like, I don't know this word.
It's a low percentage word for him. He doesn't know it, or he doesn't understand its context, or I don't know what the situation is.
It's dumb.
But I find what he does is on the fly, he adds an extra half sentence to like prepare for that sentence.
So he can stick the landing.
It's like it's, you watch anyone perform long enough, you learn kind of their things that they do.
Their tricks. Yeah.
Right? And
I know your crowd work
a lot of comedians have it. Dave Chappelle's got his cigarette, right? He uses that cigarette. I mean, I hope the cigarette's in the union and it's getting some back end money, because that cigarette plays a key role in a lot of his specials. I can tell you,
I have not bothered watching a Dave Chappelle special in a long time.
Well, I mean, you're probably a big Andrew Dice Clay fan. Same thing. He had the cigarette.
I am the number one Andrew Dice Clay fan.
I love Andrew Dice Clay so much because on the back end of it, he agreed with all of his critics. He was like, yeah, I was a horrible, misogynistic, terrible person. You wouldn't believe the money I was making.
I mean, I have no sympathy for him, because I did see him crying on some late night shows, like, people didn't understand it was a character. I'm like, well, that's the character you picked, dude. That's what you picked.
To be honest with you,
I was just doing a character. I'm like, were you, or were you just indulging your id?
What's worse, ending up crying on, I assume, was probably what, Piers Morgan? He's probably crying on the Piers Morgan program.
What's worse, on Piers Morgan.
Crying on a program, or Charlie Kirk, same thing, playing a role, shot in the throat, right? So I'd rather take obscurity than violence.
Are you going to buy that
the Charlie
sculpture
Kirk
that nobody wants to buy?
The which?
Some sculptor is so mad because I think he thought he could grift like a bunch of right wingers, so he made this not great sculpture of Charlie Kirk, and
it's like a tribute statue.
He just assumed that some idiots would buy it.
But what is Charlie Kirk doing in the statue?
Oh, just like sitting there with a microphone, like it's just.
Oh, okay.
Look like Charlie Kirk. But he spent like something like $100,000 on this, and then no one wanted to buy it. And then he did like a GoFundMe, and he's raised like $8,000. Like, they moved on very quickly from Charlie Kirk. They moved on much faster than I thought they would.
Well, the audience?
Yeah,
the Charlie Kirk audience. Yeah, the audience moves on very fast.
And they're like, bored, moving on.
The audience moves on very fast, and that's why Charlie Kirk got so much backing in the right wing, is because they find it really hard to get people who can get traction,
Yeah.
especially with young people or with, like it's hard to get traction on the right wing. Like, look at Gutfield. Gutfield has a good audience on Fox News, but he's also the only guy who starts at 11 o'clock. So he starts a half hour before everybody. And his audience is very segmented, right? Like he's got an audience that isn't out watching the rest of the media. He's only got it's
this.
It may as well be a separate rating for him, right? Like, because everybody's so polarized. But he pulls big numbers. But if you watch that show, I cannot. I can't even watch just to. There's a lot of stuff I pay attention to just because I'm like, well, I should pay attention to see what this side is saying. But I can't with Fox. I can't. It hurts me that people watch it and believe it on any level because it looks so fake and dumb and stupid that I don't understand how anyone could be like, yes, absolute, pew pew, yeah. But that's for me as a comedian, what's so wonderful watching it is it's like watching comics that are they're working in a coal mine. Like if they're busting rocks on the side of the highway. It is not pleasurable work as a comedian because you have to tell the same joke in 60 different variations every night. You've got you got your trans people you got to slap down. Yeah. Everything the Democrats do is stupid. They're communists. They're this. Like you've got to play along that political game, and none of it is celebratory. None of it's happy. It's all that person's a terrible person.
You need to be scared of this. This is terrifying.
I would just think as a comic,
Mickey Mouse is a communist.
They'd have to pay me a lot of money to tell the exact same joke every single night. Right? The same style of joke. Yeah. You know what I mean? Just changing the characters in the joke, but just trust me. There is a number by which I would happily.
There's a number. It's not as big as you would think it is.
There is a number where I would just be like, all right, I did a gig, the sketchy TV. Yeah. Our mandate on that show was in every episode we have to have at least one joke or premise or skit that is slamming the communist government in China.
And how did your Chinese accent go over? Did you pull that out every show? That was your option to pull it out every time.
That was the only time it would have been appropriate.
and you didn't do it?
And I didn't do it.
I must confess I have not seen one single episode of
But also keep in mind that was 2022.
Different time.
It was kind of peak you can't say that. Right? It was coming off of COVID and everybody was really hypersensitive about everything. I remember that.
The slightest cough and whiff of racism. And people up and...
Do you remember audiences then? Like right after the lockdowns ended and everything?
My biggest memory of audiences is that they didn't seem to understand. They'd forgotten how to be an audience.
I thought a little bit of that.
They were all a little shy.
Everyone was
no one knew
shy,
what to do.
But people wanted to be out.
Yeah.
They really wanted to be there. They were excited to be there. Everyone was excited about being in the same room again. That is a very basic function, I think, of the human experience.
Yeah, we realized it's we actually do we need to be around other people.
We need to be around other people. And so as a result, I found the show's very busy. But I also found everybody's sensitive areas were more sensitive. If you were the type of person that it wasn't going to laugh at a joke that was slightly misogynistic or slightly racist or a little bit dark, the sensitivity was way stronger than it used to be all of a sudden. Right? And so
as a gifted comic who could read the room, I didn't have an issue navigating that.
I had an issue, but I also find those moments wonderful because you can call them on it. As an audience, when the audience is too sensitive, you can be like, come on.
It is fun. I pulled out... a joke in Niagara Falls that I hadn't done in forever. It's like, oh no, still 2026, still too soon for fags to tell AIDS jokes. I'm like, okay, all right, that's fine.
Well, yeah,
it's like you would
because my AIDS stuff kills,
right? I mean,
like AIDS
kills,
does. Well,
right?
It used to
eventually.
Right? So many things have
Still
changed.
does if
time,
you're poor,
right? Remember?
Don't worry.
Paint used to kill you. AIDS used to kill you. The world's changing, man.
People used to come out by dying of AIDS. That's how we found out that celebrities were gay in the 80s.
Wow.
Did you hear that so-and-so came out? It's like, I didn't even know he was sick.
That's a commitment.
Yeah.
That's a commitment.
I'm impressed.
Yeah. From my cold, dead hand. It's a good, different application of the phrase, but yeah, you could pry my real identity from my cold dead hand. Unplug the machine and then hit the tape deck and tell my story. Okay, so what I'm really finding amazing though is how the with this Trump thing that I'm going back to the whole. I think there's
Sorry, are we talking about Donald Trump?
Yes, Donald Trump.
Okay, I just
Donald Trump. No,
I'm just clarify that.
I'm just really done talking about Melania. She's just yap.
If I hear one more Barron story.
Hey, they got her out to the soccer game, right? So proof of life. Her and Mitch McConnell.
I think that was the soccer ball. I don't think that was Mitch.
Oh, Mitch McConnell.
That might have been Madonna.
We hardly knew ye, Mitch.
I did finally tune into one FIFA thing. I was like, well, let me see what the halftime show was.
Oh, the halftime show? Yeah, like Madonna on screen.
Madonna, which was great, and then the Muppets were there for some reason, which was also great, and Shakira was there, and she was great.
The Muppets never disappoint.
And they were doing like Seven Nation Army. They were doing little white stripes. And then Justin Bieber showed up, and it was the Muppets. And then a bunch of
oh man, all right,
string artists. Yeah, Janice was really wailing on her guitar.
Yeah.
And Justin Bieber just shit the bed.
Oh really?
Just did like a low energy number. Like this is not. And then I couldn't buy the whole message of like love and unity. I was like, really? The ICE is in the parking lot waiting for half of these people to come out. So I'm not buying your love and unity bullshit. But Shakira was amazing, and Madonna was great, and BTS was there for some reason.
It's a worldwide stage.
Yeah.
That's for all the yip yap about the Super Bowl. This is the biggest sporting event.
I did watch a very funny thing where they're asking Americans like how many people they think watch the Super Bowl versus the World Cup final. Americans are so dumb. They're like, well, the Super Bowl is the biggest thing in the world. It's like, no, only America watches that.
But when you
only America.
That's the thing is when you only hear about people around the world watch the Super Bowl, but all of those people happen to be sitting in a U.S. Army base somewhere.
Yeah, they're all Marines.
Yeah, that's why they used to cut to them, aboard the USS, whatever we call it. Yeah.
We're bringing freedom to people that don't want it.
I think the problem that America had, why they're so ignorant about the rest of the world, is because enough happens in America that that'll fill up your newspaper.
They're also told that they're the best country in the world, the greatest country in the world, the most amazing country in the world. So why would you pay attention to any other country when you're already in the best one? So
and the perception is because people are coming to America that people don't want to be in other places.
Shithole countries.
Yeah, exactly. That's the jump to logic, right?
Bless. And if they'd actually gone to any other countries, they'd be like, oh, wait a minute. We're the shithole country. I'm like, yes.
Well, it depends who you're comparing it to. I mean,
I've gone to a lot of places.
Donald Trump is comparing himself to former colonial African countries that were robbed blind for the entire Industrial Revolution. And then as soon as they got their independence, they were put into massive foreign debt, crippling foreign debt. So they couldn't build any of their own infrastructure.
No.
All the foreign companies did it and foreign banks did it. And now the country and the people themselves are screwed because everything they're ever going to have is owed to some foreign entity.
Yeah, it's so dumb that we are still making Africa pay off debts. It's the biggest long con. It's like, okay, we're going to come in, we're going to invade, we're going to take over, we're going to take all your stuff, we're going to make a bunch of money, but now you owe us.
It's capitalist colonialism. Huh? Right? It's the king ain't stealing your money. Now it's Chase Manhattan. Right?
Chase Manhattan.
It's a completely different thing because the king, you can murder the king, but good luck taking out Citibank, right? Good luck. They're on every goddamn corner.
Bless.
Yeah. I don't mean to disparage the people at Citibank. I mean, they do an excellent job of tanking the economy every 30 years. Yep. I mean, there's few people better.
Thank you. We look forward to bailing you out again.
HSBC, hey, how you doing with that cartel money, HSBC? Hey, cha-chigs. Spends like every other money. Just the same, right? Profiteering. Anyway, I've been posting rage bait like posts.
Yes, I have been seeing on yours and Nick Beaton's rage bait. Although Nick has stopped going into the comments, which I think was wise for his sanity.
Yeah, I've dove in on a couple of comments mainly because it's a writing exercise, right? Because I try to be polite, and same type of thing. The way you open the show with the very quick stab in the neck.
Yes.
I like to be polite, grammatically correct, and kind of lethal with the idea of a joke, right? It's just a way to it's speed bagging, right?
Yeah.
All right, dum say something to me, and boom, here we go.
Disarm them and then kick them in the nuts.
Exactly. It's why you ask someone to repeat something they said in the audience, right? What? All right, give me another 3 seconds, and I'm going to have something to say. Our wipe, right? We have to do a little edit there. We had a little technical issue. So I've been posting these rage-based posts, and people keep calling me a retard, a libtard. It's like the first 20 comments, that's exactly what they are, right? Like boom, 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 boom. And then some of them are a little bit like they're trying to throw information at me, like I was like, we won Afghanistan. Somebody tried to say to me that the United States won in Afghanistan. I'm like, you spent $2.3 trillion, and what did you get out of it? You got a generation of amputees. That's what you got out of it.
Maybe you won a coffee at the Kabul Tim Hortons when they were briefly open for Roll Up the Rim, but I think that's all you won.
Yeah, I mean, $2.3 trillion, I did the math. You could have given every American $7,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or three toes that were blown off another American.
Yeah, it's just...
Facts don't matter.
Well, I get the instinct to reflexively defend yourself.
Yeah.
Right? If you perceive that you're being maligned or attacked in some way, just be like, no, you are. No, you are.
You shut your face.
But it's like, people are like, half the comments are, we don't even want you as the 51st state. And then the comment next one is, we're going to take you over. It's like, you can't take over. You couldn't take over Afghanistan. You could put a lot of people there and drive a lot of tanks around. But who's kidding who? You ain't in charge. Nobody thinks that you're the guy that's running the country.
Plus, as we've seen, all we have to do is switch to a drone-based defense, and you're incapable of fighting back.
And to be honest, well, they're going to build their Golden Dome, right? Mm-hmm. The Trump's Golden Dome missile defense. I don't know if that's going to do you a lot of good when we just poison every river, right?
That was the
there's a plan. We'll just poison every river. You ever think about that?
It's a song from The Sound of Music, I believe.
Poison every river?
Poison every river, shit in every stream. I can't sing anymore. We'll have to pay. I don't want to pay. Yeah, I just don't. Online, I don't care because I just assume that it's all bots now. I assume that none of those people are real. And so I'm not going to fight with a bot.
A fair number of them are bots.
I get different stuff. What do you think? What are you, some kind of fag? I'm like, yeah, I mean, I am some sort of fag.
I think some of them.
Oh, and then they get confused.
Yeah.
It's like you don't care. I was like, no, I don't care.
Yeah, when you agree with them, it gets confusing.
They're like, wait, you don't care that people know? I was like, no.
What's interesting about it is it's a very small. Donald Trump has, I think it's a 38% approval rating,
which is still how.
Well, because
boggles my mind.
33% of that is just going to blindly support him because screw you, right? That's just the way they are.
Tribal with their politics.
And then that other 5% are there's people that vote Republican for reasons that have nothing to do with Donald Trump.
No, it's just because there's an R, and that's who we vote for because that's our team, and we're very
tribal. Abortion
tribal.
is the only thing they vote on, or tax rates are the only thing they vote on. There's people on the Democratic side that do the exact same. They pick an issue, and that's the only thing that they're interested
all we care
in.
About.
And in America, they love that because then they can just pick an issue, and that's their. When you only got the two sides, it's great for issue politics because everybody just divvies up the issues, and right. Like, what if you want low taxes and health care?
I want low taxes, lots of guns, and as many fetuses as I can get my hands on.
Yeah, and I would.
What can you do for me?
Exactly.
Was that independent? Was Ralph Nader coming back to help me out with this?
This is how I want my afternoon to go. As an American, I would like my afternoon to
I would
go.
like to shoot a fetus.
I would like to I would like to machine gun something.
Yeah.
I would like to machine gun something. I would like to have very, very low taxes.
I would like to have low taxes. I would like to marry a 12-year-old.
I would like to have socialized.
And I don't want to learn math.
I would like to have socialized medicine. And
commie medicine.
And maybe, because it's the weekend, a little transgender sex. Just to mix it up. Just to mix it up. Where do I exist, right? Because America's got enough people that guy's out there.
Well,
that guy's out there where he's like, hey, man, once I get back from the drag queen fucking library show, I got to go clean my guns. That guy exists in America.
When you're standing in line at the
or girl,
station,
I don't know.
They should just be like, what do you want? You want this and this and this? What do you think of that? You don't like this? You know what I mean? And then just fill out your form for you. It's like, this is who you want.
Because this
is the person.
That's what I love about Canadian politics, to some degree German politics, even for Israeli politics, as insane as Israel currently is. The fact that Israel is so insane and a democracy is kind of a tribute to the fact that at least they're listening to the voters.
Maybe democracies aren't so great anymore. I mean, Nicaragua's getting rid of theirs.
They're getting rid of their democracy.
They're not having the Ortega's like, yeah, no more. We're not doing elections anymore. Because I mean, which isn't much of a change because they were just doing sham elections before.
I'm curious. Yeah,
so now they're just saying like, no, we're not. Like that's it. We're not even going to bother wasting money pretending that this election is anywhere close to democracy. Come on. Yeah. So there are no more.
Save all the money printing up fake ballots.
Well, like the 2021 election, I think they were like, it was illegal to like run against him, or they just put everyone in jail. So it's like, yeah, we're having an election, but we're having an election.
It's always fun when the government, under the guise of we're following the law, creates a bunch of laws that are just awful.
Our hands are tied.
Well, the Germans did it with, how are we going to kill all these people? Well, we'll just make it illegal for them to be alive.
Yeah, you're not allowed to be alive anymore.
And boom, yeah.
Are you alive?
Not so much boom as yeah. That's the other thing is, has anybody gotten word about Venezuela ever having another election? Because they put the vice president in charge, and I haven't heard a peep.
No.
Haven't heard a peep. Nobody seems to be asking that question. No. Is Venezuela a democracy anymore?
Does Venezuela exist?
Well,
or is this just
exists.
All a fever dream we've all
know
been
it exists
having?
Because Donald Trump saved it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. It's like Donald Trump's one of those guys who almost pushes you in the pool and then pulls you back. It's like, saved your life. Saved your life.
That's too much exercise.
Saved your life. And then he still pushes you into the pool and be like, He's just a fucking jerk. That's really the sum up.
He's a jerk.
Okay. And Cuba.
Yes.
Poor Cuba.
Poor Cuba.
Well, Cuba's been under this embargo now, and I guess he was hoping that Iran was going to just kind of wrap. I think he honestly believed it was going to wrap up in 4 to 6 weeks. And no such luck.
No.
Because apparently the Iranians, for some weird reason,
they have something to say.
They have something to say about their own country.
And apparently they weren't decimated.
Yeah.
For a decimated military, they're doing an awful good job of blowing stuff up. I'm very impressed.
I was watching Pete Hegseth dance in front of Congress, and one thing I'll give him is he really hangs on to his word set.
He's very committed to how dumb he
Well, how limited he is.
Yeah, and I don't
because I don't think he's dumb. I think he
is
just
dumb. I think
he's got narrow focus.
I think he's profoundly stupid man.
I don't know if he's dumb. I think he's ignorant. I agree that he's ignorant. I agree he don't know much.
I think he's both of those things.
I think he don't know much, and I think part of the problem might be his blazer's too tight. I think the blazer is squeezing information out of him.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, if you ask him something that he can't just regurgitate the talking points he's been given, he has no idea what to do. He has no idea
Well,
where he
he
is.
just starts finding out how many ways he can say lethality in 3 sentences.
He's like, why can't we just all show each other our balls? Like, why?
That was the
Look at my balls.
And what's amazing is nobody seems to have brought up the fact that he's fighting low testosterone. Have you heard about this? Low T.
Yes.
Low T is the problem with American soldiers,
That's
right?
the problem.
It's like, can't get the job done if you got low T.
Yeah.
Right. Anybody who watches late night television knows that. Doug Flutie already taught you that lesson,
Yeah,
right?
what are you, a bunch of pussies?
Yeah, you gotta boost that T, right?
Gotta get
that T up, and the wife's gonna like it too. They always throw that in, right? Don't forget, this is all about boning some lady. That's why you need the high T, right? So anyway, the British have a high T, different,
Very different high T,
It's a
much
very
less
different
butch.
high T.
Way
But
less butch.
nobody seems to have pointed out to him that testosterone hormone therapy is gender affirming care.
Yeah, 100%.
So I thought they got rid of all the gender affirming care.
No, Trump's fake tan is gender affirming care. JD Vance's eyeliner is gender affirming care.
I don't know. I think that's gender disturbing.
Ron DeSantis's lipstick is gender affirming care, and her high heels that she likes to wear. Hi, Rhonda. I see you in your high heels.
I like his boots, his little boots.
It's all gender affirming care. It all is.
Well, the hair transplants.
Yes.
Yeah.
All those hair transplants. All of it.
But I just think it's they got the Golden Dome, they're going to spend their millions and billions of dollars
It's just
on
because they
missiles.
heard golden and Trump's like, I like gold. I'm tacky as fuck. What can we do?
You know what's interesting is everyone keeps wondering where he gets his obsession from gold from, but everybody also knows that he's a big fan of the royal family.
Yeah,
right?
he wants to be a king.
Yeah, but he's particularly
He wants
a
to
big
be on the
fan
money, and now he's on the money.
of the Windsor family.
Yes.
And I've been watching The Crown because, as we all know, I got a bit of a thing for the Queen, right? I miss my Queenie. She was delightful.
Betty.
And gave her whole life to the Commonwealth. God love her. And but Buckingham Palace is that. Buckingham Palace is the gold everywhere.
It is pretty tacky. Although someone pointed out there was one hallway in the White House. It was like, when did the White House turn into a Thai restaurant? I'm like, it does look like a Thai restaurant. All that gold looks like a classy Thai restaurant.
Yeah, if they painted the walls red, Chinese restaurant.
And then you can do your voice.
Yeah, exactly. He's a fatty duck. He's a fatty duck. He's a very juicy duck. He's a fatty duck for you. There's no instance where that isn't funny.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe right to the guy's face as he's passing you the duck in Chinatown. That might not be the best place for
They're
it.
just like,
Yeah, you give me my fatty duck. Because he's probably just going to, in no accent English, just go, yeah, man, I was born here.
No, they'll just give it to you and then roll their eyes at the round eye and be like, that's fine.
They don't care, man. Guilo pay for duck. Yeah. We charge extra for Guilo. Guilo pay
So
extra.
we're going to call our dog. We're going to call him Guilo.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Foreign devil.
He's from China.
I don't mind being a foreigner if I'm somewhere foreign.
No, I love being a foreigner.
Exactly.
It's a good time.
It is kind of ridiculous that anybody gets to call anybody a foreigner in North America. North America seems like the one place where we should all be like, just thankful to be on the planet.
Yeah, if you're not First Nations, then, you're foreigner.
And most of those people were murdered anyway.
Yeah, they're gone.
Right? Those numbers really went down in order to, divide everything up and put up fencing.
Yes. This genocide is brought to you by smallpox.
That's the
smallpox.
thing. I got to say, the indigenous people of North America could have saved themselves a lot of hassle by putting up one fence.
Or just like vaccines. I don't know why you had all these anti-vaxxers back in the day, but you could have saved yourself a lot of trouble by all getting vaccinated against smallpox.
Run a flag up a pole. You know what I'm saying? Let people know that it's spoken for.
Like, this is
if
ours.
there's one thing the British respect, it's property rights and
I mean,
flags.
It's a classic Monty Python sketch. It's like, is this your land? Oh, do you have a flag? It's like, what? Oh, no.
But I also figured out.
That wasn't Monty Python.
I don't know if I figured it out. But what it makes sense to me is Trump is a big follower of Norman Vincent Peale. Are you familiar with Norman Vincent Peale?
The name rings a bell.
He's the guy who came up with the power of positive thinking.
Oh, that asshole. Yes.
Right? And there's all sorts of different variations of it now, right? There's the secret. What is the there's another one. the philosopher or the something.
It's all bullshit.
But
It's all
basically what it
bullshit.
is it's about imagining the world you want to be living in, and that world will present itself to you. And I think that the underlying principle of that for Donald Trump has done a remarkable amount for him by pretending none of his failures were failures, by pretending that everyone who's against him is deluded, by all of that. He's managed to kind of keep the tugboat chugging along.
The secret is you have to be a petty, vindictive bitch, and just that is the secret. Because people are like, "Is this bitch really okay? Okay, he's serious. Is he gonna stab me? Like, I think he might stab me. I don't want him to stab me."
But how freeing must it be to start a war in Iran, which, for 47 years, pretty much everyone's agreed this is where the end of the world happens.
This is a terrible
right?
idea.
If things are gonna take a horrible, horrible turn, this is where it's gonna happen, right? Because everybody has dibs on something there in some way. It's such a critical little spot, and the world is so thirsty for oil. This is where things could really take a left turn. But who looks at that and thinks just casually, I can fix it?
I'm gonna fuck this up. I'm gonna get in there.
Well, because I think he believes that, whatever happens, it works out. He knows he isn't threatened by it.
I don't think he cares about fixing anything, though. I think
No, he just wants to reshape the world.
I just want to get more money. I just want more stuff. I just want to have the biggest pile of toys when I die.
I don't think it's necessarily. I think he wants his name to live for centuries.
And it will live for a little while, but not in the way that he wants it to. Although a bunch of people are going to put up stupid statues. It's going to be just like after the Civil War, where all of a sudden, 50 years later, the Daughters of the Revolution put up a bunch of statues of shitty people. And then 100 years after that, they're like, "Why are you taking down our history?" Like, because this wasn't your history. This is just some assholes. After the fact. Just put some stuff up.
Yeah.
But now it's been there long enough. You're like, this is important. It's like, what's the difference between art and pornography? It's about 50 years.
Is that all it is?
Yeah, something could be like, this is scandalous and gross, and then like 50 years later, you're like, oh, look at this wonderful, look at these artistic tits. It just takes a little time. It takes a little time, and the attitude shift, and all of a sudden you're like, well, this seems fine.
That's certainly happened with language.
Yeah.
I mean, language is always turning over, right? You get what was appropriate to say 20 years ago is never appropriate 20 years later.
No, you got to update your language software.
Well, it's the context of it, right? Like there used to be before 9/11, there used to be a lot more terrorism jokes, where like just casual terrorism jokes. I remember when
Jeff Dunham still exists
in the 80s and 90s when
I wonder if those two things are linked. I wonder if 9/11.
Well, when the IRA was doing stuff.
Yeah,
there was a lot of terrorism jokes, and they were never like. And then 9/11 happened, and all of a sudden, you can't, because the tragedy was big enough that people are like,
you could only make terrorist jokes if it's through the medium of a puppet.
Working through the medium of a puppet, you can tell any kind of joke.
Super popular.
You can tell because the puppets are by far. Like if you look at statistically speaking, the puppets in show business are the most misogynistic, racist people in show business, by far. No one takes bigger risks than the puppets of show business.
Thank you.
And they never get called on it because what are you going to do?
It's a puppet. It's a sock. It's just a little sock.
And the puppeteer somehow gets a pass.
Oh my God. Lamb chop off air? What a racist little lamb.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh, Sherry Lewis when she was drinking? Oh, good times.
Which was probably
all the time.
There you go. Yeah, all the time.
A woman in show business in the 70s. She was doing a lot of stuff.
Speaking of
Let's start that rumor.
Yeah.
Let's get the Sherry Lewis stands coming after us.
That's a small
market. Gentle rage coming at you.
That is a shrinking market. The Sherry Lewis and Bram market, that is a shrinking market.
Oh, Sherry Lewis and Bram. No, I'm talking Sherry Lewis.
No. Sherry Lewis.
Sherry Lewis.
Don't
disparage Sherry Lewis.
I really know her through Match Game. So
slutty.
I mean, she was an old celebrity to me, and I'm fucking old. So
yeah, but everyone
we're getting back
so much older in the 70s.
But we're getting back into like Bing Crosby territory and stuff now, right? Where anyone on YouTube's like, who? The guy who sells vacuums.
What?
He sells he's a dancing guy in the vacuum commercial.
Yeah, he did blackface in the 40s. It was
Used
cute.
to beat his
Everyone
kids.
thought it was fine.
Used to beat his kids and his wife. Let's not forget about that.
Yeah.
Let's not forget.
And his name is Bing.
It was a family thing, right? He'd beat everyone in his
Fine.
family.
Wonderful Christmas songs.
Yeah, wonderful Christmas song. Oh, the Little Drummer Boy with David Bowie.
Oh.
It kind of makes you forget that he beat his kids every Christmas, right? Especially Drummer Boy, hey? Barumpa bump bump, bing bang boom, barumpa bump bump, kapow kaping kapoom. Where's my turkey, woman? Bing bang boof.
I honestly didn't think that we would have a Bing Crosby reference in today's episode, but we knew we were going to get there eventually.
I saw there was a clip of him on Instagram, and so now he's on my brain. But a lot of things going on in Hollywood. Hey, we're getting into summer movie season. Have you seen any summer movies?
I did watch all the like horror movies that sort of respond on YouTube. I just watched two. So I watched Backrooms.
Backrooms, yeah.
And Obsession.
Yes. Verdicts?
Both very fun. Backrooms was just creepy and weird.
Okay.
And
do you like those types of movies?
Yeah. Well, it's like we were streaming it, and then at one point it just stopped, and we're like, oh, okay. And I thought we were like...
that's usually the moment where the Russians are hacking your
And they're like,
computer.
wait a minute, give us your information. We're like, okay. And then I was like, oh, we must be like 20 minutes in the movie. I was like, no, it was almost done. But it was quite riveting because you're like, what the fuck is going on with this? Good times.
Okay.
Good times.
I don't watch.
There's no new ideas in Hollywood.
Well, I'm sure
They're
there's some.
recycling.
I'm sure there's some.
2,500-year-old stories.
Yeah, nobody's interested in a new idea. They're interested
Boring.
in a retold version of an old idea that was already profitable.
Yes.
Or something that has a lot of IP in which, like everybody already knows it. Like Pop-O-Matic Trouble has better odds of becoming a movie than the story you wrote.
Is there a Trouble movie? I mean, the Battleship movie was way funnier and way better than it had any right to be. It was only vaguely based on the board game. Thoroughly enjoyable. Rihanna was in it.
Just,
what a great movie.
I think
Top-notch.
I think the main reason they tied it into the board game was a way of just raising interest in movie.
Yeah.
Right? That was along the lines. That was like that struck me as an alternative product to the Transformers movies.
Absolutely. They're like, what else do we have? Oh, Mr. Potato Head, the movie.
It was like Coke to their Pepsi,
No.
right? It was like they were doing all these Transformers movies for making all this money. And Michael Bay, all of a sudden, is the king of Hollywood. How the fuck does that happen, right?
It's like I make stuff blow up. People like watching stuff blow up.
If you've ever heard him say like 4 sentences in a row, you're like, this guy's a billionaire?
Yeah, he's like, blow it up.
Yeah.
Blow it up. Blow it up.
It's good advice. It's profitable.
Can we blow this up?
It's profitable advice in Hollywood.
Yes, blow it up.
Maybe we should just put some gas on it.
Just blow it up.
Put some more gas on it. Have you seen The Odyssey yet?
No.
Are you familiar with the story of The Odyssey?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Because it's been around for so long.
Yeah, but there's a lot of things that have been around for so long that you might know nothing about.
I know. I'm very wise.
Really?
Yes.
Oh,
I just
face.
downplay it so I don't make people uncomfortable with my wicked intellect.
Well,
I like to be a man of the people.
You're doing an excellent job on that end.
Is it coming across as a rube?
Yes.
Excellent.
The rube would be an excellent. I was thinking.
Yeah, I will see the Odyssey at some point, but I don't.
It's got a lot going for it. Matt Damon with his shirt off.
Matt Damon.
with his shirt off.
With his shirt off, but apparently his body double was a woman.
Really?
Because have you seen Matt Damon's arms? So soft and silky.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was very complimentary of his the arms of his lady body double.
Really?
I mean, he's not a tall man.
How tall
So
is
it's
he?
probably easier to find a woman that height.
Is he particularly short, or is
He's
he just not tall?
well, everyone in Hollywood is this big. So,
Well, that makes
like
it-
Tom Cruise is like this big, and then Matt Damon is this big.
Well, the trick in Hollywood, the reason why
Otherwise, they won't
short
fit on the movie
actors,
screens.
but that's what it is
Save
because
on
when
film.
you're standing next to the woman, you're closer in height, and so the camera angles work much better.
Yeah.
If you've ever seen something with anything where Vince Vaughn is in, because Vince Vaughn's a very tall guy, you can, if you're paying attention, you can tell like the camera getting the over the shoulder of the woman to Vince Vaughn, the cameraman's quite obviously standing in a hole,
Yeah.
right? Just shooting almost straight up to get Vince Vaughn in frame. Or the actress that he's talking to is quite obviously standing on a 3-foot box.
Yeah, there's a lot of forced perspective. There's a lot of Lord of the Rings shots going on.
A lot of Bilbo Baggins things going on in Vince Vaughn movies.
Yeah,
I do like it when they do those things in camera. Like they don't do they do it with just by camera placement and stuff like that.
I love practical effects.
I saw a whole bunch of clips. I fell into a rap about Elf. They did a whole bunch of them.
I believe we talked about this on the pod.
Did we? Yeah.
Many moons ago.
Bob Newhart looking tiny.
Yes.
Yeah. I miss
God bless Bob
I miss
Newhart.
Bob Newhart.
Me too. None of this
Bob
would happen
Newhart and
without
the
Bob
Queen.
Newhart.
Bob Newhart and the Queen, right? There's your 3 seats on your way to Jamaica. Hey, on the airplane, Bob Newhart and the Queen. I'll sit in the middle seat on that one. I'll happily take the middle seat on that one.
Betty and her gin breath. After a while, you're like, I can't hear more
You
stories about your
give her the
corgis,
aisle.
Betty.
Give her the aisle. She'll work the stewardess for you.
I don't want to hear about the Falklands anymore.
That wasn't her. That was all Maggie. What's her name?
Maggie Thatcher.
Yeah, Maggie Thatcher, the Iron Lady.
No, the Brits got their 7th prime minister in 10 years. Good for them.
Yeah,
You're really going through the past.
You know what's interesting is
I have not bothered learning the new guy's name because he'll be gone in 6 months.
Because they're having a lot of elections, but they keep getting turnover in leader. Like we in the 90s, I guess it was. Yeah, the 90s, we had a whole pile of elections. Like we had a bunch of minority governments in a row, and we had like 3 or 4 elections. Bing, bang, boom, but none of all the leaders were. It was like a game of musical chairs where they didn't take any of their chairs away, so everybody just kind of moved around the room. It was like minority government to another minority government to minority government, and then the Conservatives won with a minority government, and it was
1 month of Kim Campbell.
It was exhausting. That was like when Quebec was doing their referendums.
Yeah, it's stuff to do.
Now the whole world's different. Alberta's doing referendums.
Magical. It's a magical place.
It's so exhausting. Well, I did see the Odyssey, and visually stunning, and a very good job for a story I already knew.
Okay,
right. If you're coming in and you don't really know the story, it's great, but you might also. I think anyone who's going to go see that movie they'll know what a Cyclops is. They'll know what a siren is. You know what I mean? Like,
what? Spoilers!
All of the big things that you would expect to be in that movie are in the movie. So that's cool. I don't know. Movies seem to be dead. I don't know if it's making a lot of money. I mean, there's a new Spider-Man coming out.
New Spider-Man, I'm very excited about that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I usually get very excited about Spider-Man movies. I'm just hoping on this one because I really think after Endgame, they should have just packed up the whole wagon and just said, all right, there you go. There's all the superhero movies.
Spider-Man kept being good. All of those were good.
I don't know.
The last one they brought back all the Spider-Man.
That was a lot of fun. It was a lot of
great.
fun, but it also kind of felt like an after-school special to me.
Yeah, which is
like
perfect.
It was like, what are we going to do? I don't know. What if we bring back all the Spider-Man? And I imagine the most exciting thing about that was watching the lawyers work out all the different deals with all the different studios.
I'm excited about the new Avengers, which is not coming out until December because I feel like they're going to try and reset.
They're really
everything.
They're doing
we're going back to the stuff that you guys liked because you didn't like anything else that we've done since then.
It's July, and they're advertising a movie that comes out in December.
Yes, it's already sold.
They're selling tickets already?
A buttload of tickets.
Oh, this is like the Elon Musk way of selling movie. We'll just sell movie tickets 9 months in advance.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Yeah, and then we'll put all the money into junk bonds. We're going to make
wonderful.
We're going to be billionaires. It'll be huge.
See?
It'll be huge. Yeah, we'll get them to pay in advance, and then you know what we'll do? We just won't release the movie. Yeah, that's the Trump Hollywood technique, right? Just get everyone to buy a phone. It'll be a wonderful American-made, gold-plated phone, and then 6 years later, when people are like, "Hey, where's my phone?" We'll give them a Chinese phone that we'll buy on the used market.
Although didn't Musk say he was going to do his own version of the Odyssey for some reason?
I think he was.
And we're gonna get
there's a number of
terrible video game movie director who's made some of the worst movies ever. It's like, yeah, we'll get this guy to direct it. Yeah,
Senior Spielbergo.
Wunderbar. Let's do this.
There was a fair amount of outrage that Helen of Troy was being played by a black woman. Because I imagine, maybe they don't understand that Helen of Troy didn't exist.
No, they don't. They don't know. Yeah,
These are all fictional characters.
Because they're mad about Black Helen of Troy. They're mad that Elliot Page showed up, and not just because he's not a great actor, but because he's trans. But also not a great actor.
Do you think Elliot Page is not a good actor?
I've never liked Elliot Page. I watched Juno. Juno was fun.
Yeah,
but
that's not Elliot Page.
Everything else, well, yeah, it was Elliot Page, and boo.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, a small but crucial role in the movie. Did a fine job. The guy who I really thought did a great job was Leguizamo. John
Leguizamo's in it?
Fantastic job.
I love John Leguizamo.
He was probably my favorite in the film.
Did he play the Trojan horse?
I'm not
Isn't even in the Odyssey.
I'm not spoiling it out. The Trojan horse is in the Odyssey.
Is that in the Odyssey?
Yeah.
I thought it was a Virgil thing. Never mind.
It's a Virgil thing?
It back.
The Beowulf. Those are the only three. Do you know any other epic poems? There's the Iliad.
Yeah, the Iliad. Yep.
The Iliad. So that we're up
Iliad
4.
2.
Iliad. Is there Iliad 2?
Beowulf.
This time it's personal.
Yeah. Beowulfer.
Beowulf.
Two Beowulf, Two Furious.
Spring Break in Orlando.
Electric Foresty Boogaloo.
Yeah. Beowulf Halloween Edition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beowulf in Space.
Beowulf in Space.
Yeah. That's when they kind of lost the plot of that one. I was like, I don't know, guys.
Jump the Shark. I love how phrases like that exist. Like Jump the Shark is a Happy Days reference. And like that's when Happy Days went off the rails. But I think in order to get to the point where you're jumping the shark, you've probably already gone off the rails like 6 months ago.
Yeah. Because at that point, you're like, well, we have all these. Why did we buy all these sharks if we're not going to use them for something? Like, there's been a series of bad decisions that got you to that point.
Well, I think it also shows that TV characters, at the end of the day, are always still just, in a lot of people's minds, just TV characters. Like, they don't think of them as... They're not people. Oh, he's Fonzie. Of course, he'll jump the shark. Yeah. Wearing his leather jacket.
That's what Fonzie would do.
It's a perfectly reasonable thing for someone to do.
Yes, this is a man who can turn on a jukebox by just thumping it with a fist.
Why wouldn't a guy who is a motorcycle greasy guy from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, first thing he does when he gets to California, I'll jump the shark.
He jumps the shark.
Yeah.
Hey.
And I love now... how Harold Winkman? What's his name?
Henry Winkler?
Henry Winkler.
Wow.
I really blanked on that. Yeah, and I was looking for you to help, and there was nothing there.
Oh, it's fun to watch you flap in the breeze.
You were going to let me drown in the kiddie pool. And Henry Winkler, I love now how he's like the friendliest, most genteel Jewish gentleman you've ever met in your life.
Was it when he showed up on Arrested Development, and he was only supposed to be on for like 1 or 2 episodes, and then they're like, "This guy's great." But I also had that adjustment. I was like, "What's Fonzie doing here?" Because I know I'd seen him and stuff since then.
I think he's just too appealing not to love.
He's just so affable.
Barry.
Yeah.
Him and Barry was, him as a struggling actor, that whole character of him as a struggling actor was so perfect and deep and accurate. And, he was a deeply caring guy and also kind of a total scumbag at the same time. It was that's such a wonderful Los Angeles balance. You meet so many people like that. Like sweet, sweet, sweet women who, do anal sex 8 hours a day to pay the rent.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's Los Angeles. That's Los Angeles. Yeah. And all her kids go to private school.
With that money? With anal money? You better hope they are. 8 hours?
That anal money. You get college credit.
Are you kidding me?
Kids get college credit. So you said you had some stuff as well. What were your things this week?
Oh, my favorite thing this week was probably Andrew Tate getting arrested wearing his mom's clothes. That was my favorite thing ever.
I did like.
It was the outfit more than anything
He
else.
really, really looked like he was wearing his older brother's clothes.
I'm like, are you a magician's assistant? What is
Yeah.
going on?
I mentioned Pete Hegseth's oversized novelty small or undersized novelty small blazer, but Andrew Tate, yeah, he washed all his clothes in hot water.
No, tater tot. And I know that we shouldn't really, judge people for what they're wearing, but I would like to say,
No.
what the
wait,
fuck
wait.
was that faggot wearing? What are you wearing? You big girl. What is this? What is that? There was a wonderful like who wore it better, and it was like him and then like the woman in the catalog wearing the same thing. Yeah, gorgeous. Take that, tater tot.
I just think
that made my whole
when
week.
you dress like that, you're dressing like that because you think. I mean, Andrew Tate's all about being cool and being dominant.
Being a man.
Exactly.
Being a man.
But when I think anytime you take that much of a bold stance on fashion, you've now stepped into the arena of people going, no, you're failing terribly.
Yeah.
It's, Bjork wearing the swan dress.
So she
Bold
nailed it.
move,
Nailed
bad
it.
execution.
Nailed it.
No. Lady Gaga wearing meat, that was pretty good.
Yeah, but that was just because she's like, I want people to pay attention to me. That was very calculated.
But of course, they're all calculated.
She's like, yes, look at me. Yeah.
J-Lo wearing the green dress, and then 60 years later putting it back on. That was
It looked good. It looked good. And
She
then
did
it
look
showed
good.
up on RuPaul's Drag Race. One of the drag queens was wearing it.
Yeah, I mean,
Look good.
iconic moments. Cher, I think, is the iconic most. She was the one, certainly of my childhood, where I'd never seen anyone as unflinchingly go fuck yourself as Cher.
Oh, yeah. All those Bob Mackie
Yeah,
outfits.
yeah. I'm gonna wear what I want to wear, and
Which I did. I did not realize that all those. I didn't realize that Bob Mackie also dressed like
Carol Burnett.
Carol Burnett. They were in the same studio.
The dress made out of the curtains, and
one
I
of the
just saw it in the
funniest things
window. Yeah.
Just had to have it.
I saw it in the window. Yeah, he did. I mean, that's the thing about back then. Those guys were so prolific because, he's dressing everybody for the Oscars. He's dressing people for all of the award shows. But he's also got to crank out costumes, like, from scratch for 26 one-hour
everyone.
Carol Burnett episodes this year.
Bliss.
Right? Like some of the dresses, Mama's dress, that's pretty easy, but he probably did 26 different gowns for her to open and close the show in, and then all of the stuff. I mean, Tim Conway's pretty easy because, Dorf, you just throw a pair of sneakers on the floor.
That's all you need.
There you go, fella.
Wear some short pants.
Just kneel and put on the fake mustache and you're off to the races. Dorf on comedy.
Dorf on golf.
Man, that tells you how strong Tim Conway was as a comedian. Where Dorf on golf, how many fucking videotapes did they sell of Dorf on golf? Like endless
Simpler
commercials on
times.
TV. It was
Simpler
simpler
times.
times. It was simpler.
We didn't
times.
have a lot to choose from.
There's all of these windows in media, right? Like when you would buy videotapes off of television to watch this show, Dorf on golf. Now, Tim Conway would be doing Dorf on golf on his YouTube channel or something like that, and he'd be sponsored by Titleist, and he'd probably be talking about Dorf on Trump.
Dorf on Trump. Dorf on blood pressure medication.
There's
Dorf
a guy
on Viagra.
There's a guy in my feed who's convinced that Trump is in the process of dying from congenital heart failure. And that's the bruises on his hand from all the IVs and all the weight gain. There's all this fluid he's hanging on to because they have to give him the IVs because they're giving diuretics, but that get rid of the fluid that he's holding on to, but it also dehydrates you, so that's why they're giving him. There's a big long explanation, and it's very complicated. I'm like, or he's 80 years old and eats fried food 5 times a week.
And he bruises easy.
I just think, I've been told, on a daily level, the food that I eat isn't going to kill me. But if you back the camera up and you expand the timeline out, the odds of it becoming the cause of death increase dramatically.
And not from choking.
No.
This is not a chewing issue. This is not a chewing and swallowing issue. We've already swallowed this. We've swallowed too much.
You ever choked?
Yeah, it's terrifying.
It is a little bit terrifying. It's particular if you're alone. Have you ever choked when you were alone?
No, I always make sure I'm a social eater.
Oh no!
Sure there's people around me.
I binge while alone in the dark, so that's you can't even see. You can't even find the chair to throw yourself against. Right?
No, the last time I choked up as a kid, it was like some little candy, and I was like, oh no! It's like, this is what takes me out, man. Well, it was a good 8 years. I had a good run. 8
meat.
That's fine.
Steak, meat. I've had large pieces of meat stuck in my throat before.
I mean, I've had large pieces of meat stuck in my throat too, but I certainly didn't choke on them.
They weren't attached to something that could just hip flex them out. I was just like, the meat was on its own, right?
I mean, it was a Friday night,
Yeah.
Stuff happens.
That was a little terrifying because I knew it wasn't going, like it wasn't moving down, and initially I couldn't reach it to pull it back up. And so it was one of those things where I actually had the realization, like the little voice in my head was like, clock's ticking, fella. Like, you got to figure out a way out of this. Clock's ticking. No. Ran to the kitchen, chopsticks,
I was gonna say,
pulled it out of my throat.
Chopsticks for the win.
Which, by the way, that's why you always order, when ordering Chinese food for yourself, order enough food for at least 4 people. Extra chopsticks. Those extra chopsticks
Safety
saved my
chopsticks.
Life. They saved my life. I wouldn't be here.
It's not an eating disorder. It's a safety tool.
They probably still wouldn't have found the body yet. Yeah.
Nah, you would have made a smell. There would have been people would have complained about the smell.
Your faith in my ability to stink up the joint really touches my heart.
I mean, I've smelled a live person with gangrene.
Swollen, barely beating heart.
Now that I've smelled gangrene, I understand.
Have you smelled gangrene?
Yeah. And that was a living person with gangrene.
Oh.
It's not good.
Bad smells on living people is no good.
Oh, it's not good. It's not good.
Well, we'll get into that next week.
We'll get into that. Next week is going to be all gangrene all the time.
So do you have any good news from this week?
Yeah, about Andrew Tate.
That was your good news.
My other thing is that there's going to be a Bill and Ted rock opera next year.
Like a live?
Bill and Ted's Most Excellent Rock Opera. Yeah.
A movie or a live, like a Broadway show?
Live Broadway show.
With original cast members?
That I do not know.
Okay, well, we'll see how that works out.
I don't know, but I'm very excited.
All right, because maybe they'll use the good robot usses. Do you not get that reference from Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey? They have to make.
I really only watched the first one. I watched it a million times. I have not.
You're all excited about. You're all excited
Yes.
about they're releasing another Bill and Ted, and then I make a Bill and Ted reference, and you look at me like, "Qu'est-ce que c'est? Qu'est-ce que c'est? C'est quoi ça?"
I really only cared about the
C'est
first
quoi
one.
ça?
I only cared about the first one. That's all I cared about.
Je ne sais
First
pas.
one.
Je ne sais pas avec le Bill avec le Ted. C'est quoi ça?
The first one.
Je ne comprends.
That's all that matters. Well, still.
Le premier.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, the second one was, it's like the
Bogus
Terminator.
Journey. And the third one.
T2. Whoa.
Yeah.
Fucking unbelievable.
Pretty good.
Right? Same thing with Bill and Ted's. The second one is a better movie. They had a real budget. Carlin still showed up, but the costuming, station.
I'm excited. I
the
have
soundtrack.
watched it. It's just a very long time ago.
All right.
And
all
I
right.
watched the first
They
one.
closed the whole thing out.
A million times.
The song that saves the world was actually a Kiss song. Totally makes sense there. Right?
Yeah.
Shout out to Gene Simmons, one of my favorite Jews. Anyway, we should wrap it up.
Yeah, he's with our favorite Jew.
Favorite
Sure,
Jew.
Gene Simmons. I'll
Do you
go
have
with Gene Simmons.
Gene Simmons? Do you have any
Not
other favorite
Gene
Jews?
Simmons. Jesus is my favorite Jew.
Jesus is your favorite
Yeah.
Jew? I don't know.
Hands down.
I don't know. Gene Simmons just edged out Benjamin Netanyahu. What a prince that guy is, huh? Just a loving, caring, decent human being, worried about all the humanity
I
around
wish he
him.
was my grandpa. And then I could not visit him.
Yeah, because my grandpa's dead.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Thanks
thanks for dropping by.
You can find us.
Where can you
there's
find
a fly.
us?
You tell them. I
All
was
right.
busy killing a fly in the
At
studio.
Dr. Ted Morris
That's
right
me.
here. At Chuck B. Jokes over
him.
here. And at Preparing to Podcast for the whole operation.
That's us.
We'll see you next week, everybody.
Bye.